So we've got two new young up-and-comers, Nawazuddin Siddiqui and Anurag Kashyap. Haven't heard of these two. Brand new to the Bollywood scene, apparently. So let's go ahead and give this trailer a look-see, shall we? Gahum Kita. Sounds exciting.
Is that like keto? Kind of like keto?
So for those of you that can't register the sarcasm, that was sarcastic.
I got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling. Yeah.
There's a lot of people who are like, we know what sarcasm is, Chammy. We invented it.
I'm almost convinced that there was someone in the comments going, these foreigners don't know anything. They're making fun of us and our culture and our movie stars and our... Yeah, no.
Not at all. So we're looking at the trailer to Gum Ketu, starring Nawazuddin Siddiqui and Anurag Kashyap. This is a Z5 original film, and it premieres May 22nd, which is quite soon. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. I mean, today, as of this recording, it's May 20th, so it's 2 days from now. Technically, a day and a half for us, because y'all are 12 and a half hours ahead of us, as of right now. Up until we do our stupid daylight savings time thing. I don't understand why we do that. But anyway, here we go, Gum Ketu.
बकवास बिल्कुल भी डर नहीं लगा बिल्कुल डर नहीं लगा बेटा स्ट्रगल करते हैं तुम घर से भाग कर आए हो बात करना आता नहीं बड़ा राइटर बनने चला है उल्लू का दद्दा एकदम एलियन दद्दा सुई हमारी अम्मा समान हुआ संत हुआ पापा सब कहते कि आप घुसखोर लेते थे अगर 1 महीने में इस लड़के को नहीं ढूंढ निकाला तो ऐसी जगह ट्रांसफर करवाऊंगी जहां घूस तो क्या घास भी खाने को नहीं मिलेगी
सिर्फ 1 महीने के पैसे बचे हैं
इसमें खुद में कुछ लिखना है सिर्फ 1 महीने में लड़का कैसे मिलेगा कहां ढूंढूं उसे
जी दिल वाले दुल्हनिया दे जाएंगे
सालू आप प्लीज वापस ट्रेन पे चढ़ जाइए हमारी जिंदगी का कोई बुनियाद नहीं है आप किसी की ट्रेन नहीं छूट रही है
सारा टाइटल ही फ्लॉप है
You said no one's missing the train now?
इंडिया को देना चाहिए ना कि 1 महीना भर में मिल जाए
शाहरुख खान जी से मिलना
वो तो अभी बाहर गए हैं शूटिंग में
कहाँ गए शूटिंग पे
रात में चल रही है शूटिंग
रास्ता बता देते तो वहीं मिल लेते हम
हमें बहुत भूख लगी कुछ और खाने को नहीं
What was he doing?
शाम को ना अद्दाला खंबा मत लाना यार खंबा कोई कैसे ला सकता
I feel like there were some jokes that were lost in translation.
Yeah.
But there was a nice amount of appearances. I think that was revealed in the previous ad that we looked at.
Yeah.
But the little boy said something to the effect of, is no one missing trains anymore? I think that's a reference to the classic Bollywood situation where you have one person on a train, the other person's like running.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't get that. And then you asked me the question and I immediately like lost track of the rest of the trailer for a little bit because I was like, wait, what? And then trying to answer you, and then I was like, oh no, it's moving so quickly. There's so many jokes.
Well, we can look at it again.
It's okay.
Here, is no one missing the train
Yeah,
now?
I get, now that you explain it to me, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cute.
But I'm pretty sure if you look at the comments right now, someone has written how the subtitles don't accurately reflect the meaning and intent of the trailer and the comedy therein. Like, you are missing out on the comedy if you don't speak Hindi. Like, there's a lot of nuances baked in there, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. I can see that. There are some terms being used where I'm like, I don't know why that would be funny without further explanation.
Yeah.
Like, how can someone get a pole? I don't know why that would be funny.
Yeah, I didn't understand that joke, but I wish I did.
Yeah.
Because, like, I saw one of the comments on here earlier and was like, wow, a comedy that actually has funny dialogues. I can see Nawazuddin Siddiqui, like, delivering them and he's doing his thing and he's looking great. And I'm like, well, like, physically, everything going on looks funny,
right,
but a lot of the dialogue is getting lost on me, at least, because I don't really understand the context.
Right. I would imagine that the best way... I would imagine the best way to watch this movie is with subtitles made by Rashi Middlekar. She'll just have to subtitle the whole dang movie.
Yeah. actually like do that for us, Rashi.
Yeah.
Thanks.
This is one of those films where it's like, normally I try to watch the comedies at home because they move so quick.
Just like the trailer.
Yeah, like Street, for instance, it moves so fast. But there's another part of me that goes, well, how can I enjoy that the same way without an audience sort of laughing along? So I can, oh, okay, so something's there. You know, so I know like what I'm missing out on. So even though I don't get to haha with them, I still have an understanding or some kind of comprehension as to what's not being communicated to me. So this might be one of those things where it doesn't have as much universal appeal as something else.
Yeah.
Like somehow with like the filter copies and the TVFs and whatnot, there's this sort of universal appeal that crosses borders, that crosses cultures in a way that is both appealing to the Indian and to, well, as far as we're concerned, the Western audience. This feels like it's more geared towards the Indian audience, which is totally fine. I'm just remarking on that's probably why we don't get a lot of the humor that's in there. It's probably hilarious to see how we're just completely baffled and confused, which is, I suppose there's entertainment value in that as well. I would like to understand what's going on though.
Yeah. The one thing that I do find really nice about this is it feels like they're kind of lovingly making fun of Bollywood. It almost feels like sort of like a comedy love letter to Bollywood. I'm sure a lot of people who come from a different city in order to join the industry on some level can relate to it, you know, like maybe they've met a guy who's like that, who's just so clueless, but just really, really, really wants to make it big. They're poking fun at a lot of the stereotypes in there. You see some fun cameos from actors that are well known and that we love, like Ranveer Singh, you've got Sonakshi Sinha, you've got Amitabh Bachchan in there, and it looks like they're reprising roles from movies that are
I mean, it was clearly a
classic,
reference to,
you know?
well, I don't know if it's a classic, but it was clearly a reference to Pink or wherever he's played a lawyer. I think Amitabh Bachchan's played a lawyer a couple of times at least.
Exactly.
And it looked like it was pulled right out of that movie.
And then you had like Sonakshi Sinha's like very dramatic little
Quivering
lip quiver.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing. Actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, in my brain, I was like, how did she do that? That was the first thought I had. I'm like, well, that's crazy. As I said in the teaser reaction or the previous trailer reaction,
It was a teaser, yeah.
well, it was labeled trailer reaction, so someone did their job.
Oh, sorry, my
1,000%. But anyway, it's all good. I don't really care that much.
I can change it.
I don't care. I honestly don't care that much. Achara is gonna flagellate herself. What's it called?
Yeah, it's
yes.
self-flagellation.
She's gonna self-flagellate.
You don't want to look at my back. It's
After
a mess.
this video's done. Goes in the corner like Dobby.
Yeah,
Pow, pow, pow. Get it right. Achara,
Just like I'm just like in a horror film, just banging my head on the wall.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sorry.
It's that trailer instead of
It's a teaser. I'm so sorry, you guys. Probably yesterday people were like, "Oh, where's the trailer reaction?" It's the oh no, God damn it, Achara.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
But anyway, what I was trying to say earlier was that, as I mentioned in the previous reaction to this film, I've met this kind of person a lot. And in fact, one person came to mind who is a fan of my American stuff. And he's like, I wrote something, and this has happened from the Indian side as well, where someone writes something for me. They have a script for me. I'm like, okay. And I read it. I'm like, okay. And I'm trying to like have an open mind about it, right? Because it's like someone put their heart and time, their soul into this.
Yeah.
And so I'm reading it and I'm trying my best to go, okay, what's the beautiful part of this? And after I'm done, I get back to them and I'm like, so how are you planning to do this? He goes, it's usually a guy. I was hoping you would star in it. You know, that's why I wrote it for you. I go, yeah, but who's directing it? Who's shooting it? Who's editing it? Invariably, they always go, well, you. I'm like, okay, so you've basically given me work to do, is the idea. Oftentimes, like, these kinds of people in real life, I don't know what this film, how it's gonna play out or whatever, but oftentimes these people in real life don't realize what they're asking of when they approach a producer or an actor or whatever. It's like, okay, so you are coming in going, well, I got the best thing ever. It's like, well, that's what a million other people are saying.
Yeah. It's like I have a great idea.
Yeah.
But how fully realized is it?
Right.
Because the rest of that other stuff, producing a movie, is a shit ton of work.
Right. I mean, not to discourage anybody who has aspirations for the film industry. I fully encourage you to pursue your dreams, but you should know what's involved, and you should know what you're asking for, and you should do your homework.
Yeah, be prepared.
Just to counter everything I just said, this person right here who's pounding the pavement, who's putting himself out there, is more likely to succeed than the person who keeps their scripts in the basement. You're more likely to succeed if you put yourself out there than if you just keep it to yourself. So there's something inspirational at the same time while you're able to laugh at this person's adventure. That sort of gung-ho attitude, I think, is very, very important. The willingness to be judged, essentially. I mean, look what happened with Tommy Wiseau. So,
Yeah,
I mean, he's a
that's
cult.
true.
He's a cult phenomenon. He's a cult. He's a cult icon now. Not for the reasons he intended, but hey,
No,
you know,
I
you
mean,
take what
it's-
you can get. He adapted to it.
Fame is fame, right?
So,
We haven't really talked about Anurag Kashyap's character.
well, he wasn't shown as much
though.
here. He was shown more in the other one, so we talked about him more over there.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like we broke that down in the previous reaction more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
I don't think we're disrespecting the Anurag. You know,
As you know.
I included him as a mention in our little sketch that we put out the other day. If you haven't seen that yet, most people have clicked out of this video by now, so no point in mentioning it at this point. So we'll just end this video here.